So I'm making this video because I feel that there's been some Fisker bashing, either by people who did not like Fisker, the brand, or people who did not have experience with the car and just making a review where they are regurgitating some of the negative points that people have had. The car is now asleep. I'll try and unlock it with the first click of the key fob and see if it works. So far I had luck that every time it has been working after I got its software updated. It unlocked. Some people talk about handles are being dangerous. They might close on your hand. So I'll demonstrate that it is not bad. My hand is now in, I'll lock it. It pulls my hand, I can still pull it open. I'll unlock it. Let's try with the pinky, just because it's not that strong. Not a problem. Unlock it again. Some people might not know, but if for some reason your handle does not come out after you unlocked it, you can actually press here, handle opens up, and you can pull the handle out. And unlocking again. Some other people have talked about how they don't like where the handle to pull the door closed is. Normally, if you're parking at a parking lot, there might be somebody next to you. You might not have the door open more than that. I don't need more space than this to get into my car. I'm 6 foot. I reach over, pull the door closed. It is all the way open. Yes, I have to lean in a little bit. It is not a problem. Let me show you the trunk. Some people have talked about how they think that the trunk does not open high enough. I'm 6 foot tall. It is closed, but yes, I can stand upright, get whatever I want in the trunk. Well, you're leaning down to find something anyway, but it opens high enough. Some people talk about how laggy the infotainment system is. 2.0 I don't think is laggy. At least it's fairly responsive, definitely responsive enough, about the same as you would find on a regular iPad. If you want to see the user manual, a lot of people should probably read that one, especially people who don't live with the car. It is there. This button here, some people don't know what it is. It is the Fisker logo. It is the home button, just like on an iPhone. You press this one, you get to the home screen. It is this screen here. This is the home screen. Press this one, you get to the home screen. It's the same with this one. If you want to rotate it, press and hold. You get that information from the user manual that you press and hold this one, you rotate the screen. Press and hold it again, and rotate back. Again, read the user manual. It's painful to watch people try and push the screen around with their hand just because they know it's supposed to rotate but don't know how to operate it. So read the user manual, which you have there. User manual, read it. Some people talk about the cup holders being too small, not fitting anything. We have a standard Yeti and a BrewMate. Even the big BrewMate fits nicely. Standard Yeti fits nicely. The holding are good, but easy to pull out still. Some reviewers talk about difficulty with Bluetooth. Right hand corner, that's the Bluetooth logo. Here you see the phones that are connected and some of the other phones we have. You can go to settings also and see the same here. If you want to connect a different phone to talk only and still listen to music on the other one, you do like that. It's connecting. Give it a second. And that has been swapped around. If you also want to listen to music from that same phone, you press on that one and it will be connecting. And that is done. You can do the same from this menu up here. You have exactly the same options. It just closes as soon as it connects, but you'll see it happen down in the bottom screen. It is connected as a requested. Easy peasy. Works every time. I'll now show you how to use the cruise control. So So far we do not have the adaptive cruise control, so it's just normal basic manual cruise control. You use these two buttons for that. Top one, you press it once first to activate the cruise control. I have done that already, so the next press is to set it at the current speed. It is now in cruise control. I had the blue indication for that, and I'm doing 72 miles an hour. If I want to increase with 1 mile an hour, I roll the little wheel either up or down, and it will make the small increments. If I want to go to the next 5, quick roll, take it to the next 5. Quick roll down, I got it to 70. Quick roll up, I get to 75. If I want to take the cruise control off without stepping in the brake, I normally put my foot on the accelerator, press it a little bit, press the top button, cruise control is now off, and you control it with the accelerator. If I want to go back to the set speed before, I press the center wheel, and it goes back to the 75 that I had earlier. And that is it for the cruise control. If you want to reset the infotainment system for whatever reason while you're driving, you can do that also. Just as while you're sitting still, you press the two inner buttons, press and hold. It takes about 20 seconds. Then you'll see that even though I have the cruise control on, navigation is on, the car remembers all of that. You will stay at the set speed, 75 miles an hour, nothing will happen. The screen goes blank. First you'll get the driver's display will come up. It gets the normal error test messages, and it's back to normal. Still cruise control, still doing 75 miles an hour. The infotainment system is booting, and you will soon see that also the navigation is still active and will keep on taking you to your destination. So if you feel like it, for whatever reason, you can reset as you're driving. I heard some people had issues with start driving while the car was booting and they got error messages. I have not experienced that myself, but you can reset while you're driving. While we're waiting, I can tell you that I have experience with driving with a trailer. It uses a little bit more energy, I think maybe 20% more, just because you're towing a box behind you. But the car goes into fun mode automatically as soon as you connect the trailer, probably for safety, because you want to have all-wheel drive instead of just front-wheel drive. This message you get here is normal. You get that up when you're resetting while you're driving. And a little tip I found out, if you're at a parking lot and there's cars on both sides of you and it's difficult to see around the corners, you put it in reverse. You get the normal backup camera with the lines that guides you, but you cannot really see what's on the sides. But if you hit the wide angle, now I can see all the way up to Marshall's versus the normal view, wide angle, normal view, wide angle. So you can look around the corners before you back out and see if there's anything coming. And now the car should be in deep sleep because I put it to sleep after 30 seconds. So I'll wake it up and start driving, even though the infotainment system is still booting. Somebody was complaining about it took a long time to boot up, but you can drive anyway. You don't have to wait for it to boot up. So a last few thoughts I have. People talk about the vampire drain. Yes, on software version 1.11, my drain was 3%, maybe a little bit more, while parking overnight without charging. With software version 2.0, it is now down to 1%, maybe a little bit less. So that has improved. Some other people I've seen doing test drives of the car, they talk about they feel a funny vibration now and then in the accelerator pedal, and that is normally when you're doing the regen. What I believe it is the way the car is doing regen is actually moving or stepping on the brake pedal. So there's a little servo motor moving the brake pedal, and I think that is what we feel, the whole pedal assembly. There's a small vibration happening, and that's what you can feel in the accelerator, is that the brake pedal is physically being moved to activate the regen. You can feel that when you move your foot over to the brake pedal, you can feel that it's in a different position than it would normally be. So it's physically moved. I think that's a safe way of doing it, because if regen is not working, now you're actually activating the physical brakes of the car. So I think this is perfect. Final thoughts about the car. I love the car. My previous car was Mercedes S-Class. This one is every bit as comfortable to drive. It's an SUV, where the other one was a sedan, but it is just as comfortable. I love the car. I love it so much that I have ordered an extra Extreme at the new cheaper price. I paid $70 for this one, and I get the Extreme for $40,000, and I'm perfectly good with that.